So that is in unit 5, we are not discussed unit 3. So after completion of this unit 5, we'll move to the unit 3. So this is a small unit, but interesting one. You need to focus on this unit. So this is a simple unit. Unit 5, cross drainage works. Unit is cross drainage work. I'll read out the syllabus first. So before going to the syllabus, I'll going to read the course content, what is available in this. So just wait a minute. I'll read those contents, course content. So cross drainage work, definition, classification, design principles of aqueducts, siphon aqueducts, canal siphon, super barges, inlet and outlet selection, selection of cross drainage works. So this is the course content. This is a unit lo ఉన్నటువంటి content ఇదండి. Definition of what is cross drainage work, classification of cross drainage work, design principles of aqueduct, siphon aqueduct, canal siphons, super passage, inlet and outlet, selection of cross drainage works. So this is the course content. So we will move by first. We will select. Yeah, right. So what is cross drainage work? So definition of cross drainage work is when in an irrigation project, when a network of main canal or a branch canal or a distributary, etc., are to be provided, then these canals may have to cross the natural drains like rivers, streams, nalas, etc., at different points within the command area of the project. The crossing of canal with suitable such obstacle cannot be avoided. So suitable structures must be constructed at a crossing point for the easy flow of water of the canal and drainage in the respective directions. These structures are known as the cross drainage work. So we will discuss what is cross drainage work. When for the irrigation purpose, canals and major canals, minor canals are constructed. So these canals, when they need to cross the drainage in some points. Canal has to cross drains or drainage or nala or stream in certain sections. So because it is not possible to avoid these sections in the water course area. Okay, such situations we need to construct a structure in between the transfer the water from water the canal water should not enter into the natural drain, and drain water should not enter into the canal water. So that we need to construct the structure here. The structure is called cross drainage work. Whatever the structure we're going to construct in the crossing point here, that structure is called the cross drainage work. Okay, so that structure is called cross drainage work. In this classification of cross drainage work, we're going to see. Okay, in an irrigation project, when the network of main canal, branch canals, distributaries, etc., are provided, when these canals, they have to cross the natural drainage like rivers, streams, nalas, etc., at different points within the command area of the project. The crossing of the canals with such obstacle cannot be avoided. So suitable structure must be constructed at a crossing point for the easy flow of water of the canal and the drainage in the respective directions. These structures are known as the cross drainage works. So we will see the different cross drainage works. So in irrigation canals, while carrying water from the headworks to the craft field have to cross free natural draws, which few natural drains, streams, nala, etc. To cross these drainages safety by the canals, some suitable structures. Drainage safely by the canals, some suitable structures are required to construct the work required to construct. To cross the drainage are called cross drainage works. At the meeting point of this canal and the drainage, depending upon the bed level, may not be same. The drainage and canal bed level may not be same. Depending upon their bed levels, different structures are constructed and accordingly they are designated by different names. So right, we'll see. So first thing, the cross drainage work we understand. The cross drainage works are the structures constructed to divert the water from the structures will not allow the water enter in from the canal to the drainage to the canal. Those structures is called cross drainage works. ఎప్పుడైతే మన మన ప్రాజెక్ట్ లో sometimes we are constructing a canal. We are constructing a canal from Karimnagar to Warangal to Khammam. So this project is there. In between, there is a stream or a river. Stream or a river is situated at a. If you observe, one place called Kotalanaduma, situated at in between the Karimnagar and Warangal. A place is called Kotalanaduma. At that junction, natural stream has to cross the canal. So canal has to cross the natural stream. In that section, what they did is the canal is for the canal they have constructed a bridge so that from over the bridge water will flow, and below that bridge the stream water will going to flow. So this structure is called cross drainage work. So depending upon the levels of the canal bed level and the natural stream bed level, the structures are called with the different names. Structures are called with the different names. So we will see those names depending upon the levels of stream and I hope you understood what is stream and what is canal. So canal is artificial. So we will going to supply the water to the canal. We need to supply the water to the canal where the water scarcity is there, where the irrigation is required for. So for the irrigation purpose or drinking purpose, we are constructed the canals. So we're going to allow the water to the canal. So we can control the water in the canal. So it depends upon the requirement of the purposes. Okay, canal మనం రెగ్యులేట్ చేసుకోవచ్చండి, బట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ పాసిబుల్ టు రెగ్యులేట్ ది రివర్ ఆర్ స్ట్రీమ్ ఆర్ నాలా. ఓకే, సో ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే సో బెడ్ లెవెల్ ఆఫ్ ది స్ట్రీమ్ విల్ బి డిఫరెంట్ అండ్ బెడ్ లెవెల్ ఆఫ్ ది కెనాల్ is also different depending upon the levels, whatever the levels, full supply level and high flood level of the canal and stream, and bed level of the canal and the bed level of the stream. Depending upon the level differences, the structures cross drainage works are different. So depending upon the levels, they're categorized the cross drainage works as follows. So necessity of cross drainage work. So you just go through it. Actually, we are in our curriculum. It is not there. I'll share this video. Just take a screenshot of this. If you want, you can go through this. Okay. Next. So depending upon the levels of bed level of the canal and bed level of the natural stream or river, the cross drainage works are classified as follows. First one is type 1 cross drainage work. Type 1 cross drainage work. First one is type 1 cross drainage work. So in this we'll have this type 1 cross drainage work. Irrigation canal passes over the natural drainage, natural drain. So irrigation canal is passing over the natural drain. So I'll draw the cross section details here. So this is the canal. This is the natural drain. So canal passes over the natural drain. So this is the drain. This is the canal. So this is the bed level of the canal. Bed level of the drain, sorry, bed level of the drain, and this will be the bed level of the canal. Okay, so here for the drain, flood will be there. For the drain, flood will be there. That is denoted as high flood level, HFL. Flood level, high flood level of the drain will be, this is the high flood level of the drain. So this will be the bed level of the canal. So this level is a full supply level. So here we are supplying for the canal. So that's why it is called FSL, full supply level of the canal. HFL, high flood level of the drain. Okay, this is the cross-section details. When irrigation canal passes over the drain, so then the structures are classified as whatever the structure we're going to construct when this situation is arrives. First type of structure we may construct is aqueduct. Second one is siphon aqueduct. First structure is aqueduct. Second one is siphon aqueduct. So in the condition irrigation canal has to passes over the natural drain. Drainage కింద ఉండాలండి, దానిపైన కెనాల్ ఉండాలి. So then it is called type 1 aqueduct. Irrigation canal passes over the drain, natural drain, that is called type 1 aqueduct. So in this type 1 cross drain network, in this one we have aqueduct, siphon aqueduct. Next one is type 2 cross drain networks. So here the drainage passes over the irrigation canal. So canal కింద ఉంటదండి. Here the canal bed level, canal full supply level. So this is the bed level of the drain. So drainage is passes over the irrigation canal. So then the type of structure constructed in this situation is super passage and siphon super passage. When the drainage passes over the irrigation canal, this type of structures we are going to construct. Next, third type of cross drainage work is drainage and canal intersection each other of the same level. So they are at the same level, approximately at the same level. So drainage and canal approximately same level lo flow avutundi. In the situation, we're going to construct level crossing and inlet and outlet. Level crossing and inlet and outlet sections. Okay, so these two types. So when the drainage and canal are at the same level, they are crossing at the same level. In that situation, we're going to construct level crossing and inlet and outlet. Level crossing and inlet and outlet sections. Okay. So we'll see one by one. What is aqueduct? What is siphon aqueduct? We'll see one by one. So we'll discuss this afterwards, but we'll discuss first what is aqueduct, what is siphon aqueduct. We'll see first. So types of cross drain networks. So this is also types is nothing but classification of cross drain network. So in this first one is type 1 cross drain networks. In this we are discussing type 1 cross drain networks. When the irrigation canal passes over the natural drain, so this is the condition for the type 1 type 1 cross drain networks. Irrigation canal passes over the drainage. So this condition involves the construction of the following. First one is aqueduct. First one is aqueduct. So the structure is aqueduct. So when we're going to construct aqueduct is the hydraulic structure in which the irrigation canal is taken over the drainage. Irrigation canal, drainage, irrigation canal taken over the drainage. So this is a drainage. Drainage in a round symbol to indicate chestunnanu. So this is the drainage. Irrigation canal passes over the drainage. So this is the condition, such as rivers, streams, etc. is known as an aqueduct. The structure is suitable when the bed level of the canal. So this condition is important. When the bed level of the canal. So this will be the bed level of the canal. Bed level of the canal is above the high flood level of the drainage. Is must be above the high flood level of the canal. So let us I'll draw like this. So this is the high flood level of the drain, high flood level of the drainage, high flood level of the drain. So this is the bed level of the canal. So when the bed level of the canal is above the high flood level of the drain, then we're going to construct aqueduct. So there is a no contact between the bed level of the canal and the high flood level. High flood level ki bed level of the canal madhya contact ledandi. So in that situation, we're going to construct aqueduct. Itlant situations will move for the will prefer aqueduct. So in this case, the drainage passes clearly below the canal. Drainage water passes clear below the canal. So in that situation, we're going to construct aqueduct. So we'll see the cross-sectional details of the aqueduct. So this is the canal. CBL is a canal bed level. FSL is a full supply level of the canal. So this is the canal is flowing like this. Yeah, right. So this is the canal bed level. This is the full supply level of the canal. We're going to supply the water. So that's why it is called the full supply level of the canal. This is the high flood level of the stream. So this is the stream bed level, SBL, stream bed level. When the high flood level of the stream, below the high flood level of the stream should be below the canal bed level. So in that situation, aqueduct is preferred. So this is the condition. So this is a natural stream. This is the natural stream is crossing the canal, or canal is crossing the natural stream. So if the situation is like this, there is a gap between the high flood level and the canal bed level, then we're going to prefer the aqueduct. Okay. So this is the aqueduct. If you see the level, water level, you can observe here. So this diagram you need to draw in your examination. So here, so this is the canal. This is the, you need to mention these levels also. Full supply levels. FSL is nothing but full supply level of the canal. So these are the piers, 2 piers. Okay. So this will be the high flood level of the stream. There is a gap. There is a gap between canal bed level, CBL and HFL. Okay. So there will be inspection road. So this is the cross section of the inspection road, bitumen inspection road. This is deck slab. This is the railing. Okay. So this is the RCC. You need to draw this thing. So these are the boulders. Boulders need to place as a foundation for the canal. Okay. So this is the cross-sectional details of aqueduct. These are the cross-sectional details of aqueduct. Okay. Next, we'll see one figure. So this is the example of aqueduct. So here, below this canal, so this will be the canal. Below this canal, natural stream is flowing, a river is flowing. So this is the river flow direction. So this will be the canal flow direction. They are crossing each other. So they are constructed one structure. So this is called aqueduct. So this is the aqueduct. So these are the piers. Over this pier, a bridge is constructed. A bridge is constructed. On this bridge, from this bridge, over this bridge, the canal is flowing. Canal is flowing in this direction. Natural stream is flowing in this direction. Okay, so this is the inspection road. This will be called inspection road. Inspection road. This is the inspection road are constructed both the sides of the canal. Okay, here there will be a railing will be there. Protection. So this is the railing. Protection wall will be constructed either sides of the canal. So this is the inspection road either side of protection railing and construction. So this is the cross drainage wall. So this is something like a bridge. I hope you understood what is cross drainage. That is, you can understood what is this aqueduct. Okay. Next one is siphon aqueduct. Siphon aqueduct in this the difference between the aqueduct and siphon aqueduct is this when the canal taken over the natural drain, but the drainage water cannot pass clearly below the canal. It is flows under the siphon action. So it is known as the siphon aqueduct. Let us suppose I will show here. So this is the canal. Canal bed level, this is CBL. And this is the high flood level of the drain. So this is the drainage. So here the drainage water will flow like this. Because of the siphon action, water will go like this. So this will be the siphon aqueduct. So canal paina untadandi, drainage kinda untadi. But high flood level of the stream or drain should be above the bed level of the canal. Bed level of the canal kante paina untadandi. Appudu water pass ayetuntadandi itla deeniki bed level touch ayi vellipotundi. Canal bed level water touch ayi vellipotundi. So this is the siphon aqueduct. So this is the siphon flow. This is siphon aqueduct. I'll show you the diagram also. If you observe this one, the bed level of the canal, high flood level of the stream is above the CBL. So CBL touch approximately it is touching. So here depression will be takes place and water will flow like this. So siphon action will going to create here. After that water will move like this. So this is the passage of stream flow. Okay, so this is the siphon aqueduct. So canal another pine on the drainage kinda undi, but canal bed level is below the high flood level of the stream. So then we're going to we'll prefer or construct siphon aqueduct. So we're going to see this sketch. So this you need to represent here. So before ఇంతకుముందు దాంట్లో వాటర్ లెవెల్ ఇక్కడ ఉందండి. ఇంతకుముందు మనము aqueduct డిస్కస్ చేసాం కదా, అందులో if you observe the clear gap between the CBL and high flood level, but there is no gap between the CBL and HFL. So this is the HFL, high flood level in the stream, and this will be CBL. So water will move like this. So this is the again HFL. So this is the full supply level of the canal. So this is canal portion. So this will be the stream portion. So this is the passage. Okay. So the structure, you need to draw this cross-sectional details. If you need to draw this cross-sectional details. On example, you need to draw this cross-sectional details, everything neatly. Okay. Next one is type 2 cross drainage works. So in type 1 cross drainage works, canal passing over the natural drain. In type 2 cross drainage work, drainage passes over the canal. Drainage passes over the irrigation canal. So that is called type 2 cross drainage works. We'll see that one. So in type 2 cross drainage works, drainage passes over the irrigation canal. Drainage passes over the irrigation canal. So that is called type 2 cross drainage works. In this, first one is super passage, second one is siphon super passage. The hydraulic structure in which the drainage is taken over the irrigation canal is known as super passage. The structure is suitable when the bed level of the drainage is above the full supply level of the canal. The water of the canal passes clearly below the drainage. Clear gap undali. So this is the canal and this will be the drainage. So bed level of the drain and full supply level of the canal. If there is clear gap between the bed level of the drain and the full supply level of the canal, then the structure suitable is suitable is super passage. First type 2 cross drainage work lo super passage, siphon super passage untandi. Super passage eppudu study chestamante when the bed level of the drain is above the full supply level of the canal, full supply level in the canal, then the structure suggested is super passage. Okay, I will show you that figure. So this is the super passage. Canal కింద ఉందండి. Canal కింద ఉంది. So this is the full supply level of the canal. There is a clear gap between the bed level of the stream and the full supply level of the canal. So there is a clear gap between there. So that is structure suggested is super passage. So this is the super passage. So this is the stream. There is a clear gap between the full supply level of the canal and the bed level of the stream. The structure suggested is this is the structure. Gap between full supply level and stream bed level. So this is the bed level of the stream, full supply level. So there is a clear gap. So the structure suggested is super passage. Next one, siphon super passage. The hydraulic structure in which the drainage is taken over the irrigation canal, but the canal water passes below the drainage under siphon action is known as siphon super passage. So చూడండి, the hydraulic structure in which the drainage taken over the irrigation canal, but the canal water passes below the drainage under the siphon action is known as siphon super passage. The structure is suitable when the bed level of the drainage is below the full supply level of the canal. I'll show you the diagram. So చూడండి, bed level of the full supply level of the canal and bed level of the stream, they are not clearly there is a clear not a clear gap between the full supply level of the canal and stream bed level. So in that situation, we'll go for siphon superpassage. I'll show you the siphon superpassage cross-sectional details. So this is the siphon superpassage. So here, the full supply level of the canal. So this is the bed level of the stream or a drain. So siphon action takes place. Water will seep like this. So that is siphon superpassage. After that, level crossing will be there. So level crossing and inlet and outlet will be there. So that we will going to discuss in the coming class. Or we'll continue. Shall we continue, students? Shall we continue to the next session? For that, I'll going to stop recording.